Well, folks, this is us, Reed here, and we're about to lose control. For real, like literally, because we have an icon in our presence. The one and only Missy Elliott is here with us. Thank you for coming, Missy.
Thank you for having me.
And she's not here for just 1 minute, man.
That's right.
First question. Okay, you know, you are a video vanguard officially. Things have been given to the right places and put where they need to be.
Thank you.
You know, when we think Missy, we think music videos, we think visuals and art and stuff like that. I've always wanted to know, like, what is the process like where you have to, like, sit down and come up with all of these creative, out-of-the-box ideas?
When I create, I go in the studio and I make sure that I say things that I could show visually. And so a lot of that stuff, you know, I don't just aim to make records that, you know, end up on the charts. I gotta be able to see it visually. The new video, it just so happened that my hairstylist was braiding my hair and the braid was so long and I was like, yo, this looked like a double dutch, it's so long. And I was like, wait, that's a video idea. So I ended up doing it. And I'm so, at the last minute, you know, not Gossip Folk, Get Your Freak On, I was like, yo, I feel like I want to hang from a chandelier. And they like...
And we died.
And they like, okay, you know, no problem, coming up. They bring a little chandelier. I'm like, no, I'm talking about a huge chandelier that I want to hang from. And so, you know, it's always crazy stuff. And then I get inspiration from stuff, because Get Your Freak On, I was watching The Sale, remember J-Lo?
Oh, yeah, that movie was crazy.
Like, when the three ladies was on the beach, that I was like, oh, that scene just was so hot. So I got a crazy mind.
What do you think is the main thing that has been like the driving force or the inspiration behind the fact that you are so willing to push the boundaries and do things differently than a lot of other artists?
I mean, for one, I will say my fans is a big inspiration, because they'll see stuff sometime and be like, yo, this look like you. And I always like to see the perception of what they think of me. And they, you know, they always be like, just, can we get another video? Can we miss your crazy visuals? And those are the things that make me just keep going. Because sometimes it get, you know, scary out there. You know, I come from a generation where videos really mattered. And so, you know, it's like now we don't really have that outlet to take something to TRL or BET.
106
and
Park.
106 Park. That was a big deal. And so, you know, people may feel like they don't need to spend that kind of money because people don't really pay attention to it like that. You know, videos used to matter because they could help move a record and sell a record. You don't really need that now. But for me, I'm just so passionate.
The generation today isn't as used to like the effort and the artistry that artists like yourself puts forth in the stuff that they do.
Right.
Like, why else do you think possibly there isn't so many moments of going the extra mile, or why is it that we process art so differently from our musicians and producers today?
I don't know why people are processing it different now. I do feel like there was a time when once someone was able to get a record on the charts without, you know, a hot video like that, and people started recording in their kitchens or whatever, you know, by the whip and not really having to do all of that. I think it made it easier on the label because it was like, we don't have to put all of that money behind visual no more. Like, these records are going without that. Right. And so I think that's one of the things that we kind of moved away from. And I even say, you know, that's kind of difficult for people like myself or a Busta or, you know, maybe a Eminem. But there's some people out there, you know, Gaga, I think she's always been passionate about her videos, but for Busta, I know, but he's got some stuff coming up. He think I don't know about. I'd have heard.